Welcome back to Your Time, Your Money, the show where your time is just as valuable as your money. We're very excited to do a burst session today on tax season basics, right? As an advisor, we get really frustrated and stressed out sometimes when the forms that don't go out in the mail that should go out in the mail, right? And usually it's between January 28th and February 20th when our phones light up like Christmas trees. We feel extremely loved and we feel very, very wanted and desired for all the wrong reasons. Quick burst session today. Again, it's your time and your money. So let's talk quickly about different times during the January 15th to February 20th time frame when you should be expecting different documentation to do your taxes. One thing I can tell you is with the mail the way it is and with how slow things are to move, don't schedule your tax appointment until mid-February, right? I can tell you that, just from Cetera's broker-dealer, we don't normally get tax forms sent out until February 15th. That's kind of the deadline for a broker-dealer to send tax documents out. Sometimes a bank will send them out mid-January. You might get stuff from the IRS or from a different wirehouse, late January. But one of the worst things you can do is not know or not have an idea of what documents are coming. So one thing I suggest to people is have a checklist, right? Go back to your previous year's taxes and look at all the different W-2s and 1099s you got, right? Did I get one from my job? Did I get one from my bank? How many brokerage firms do I work with? How many different 401ks do I have? If I am the run-of-the-mill W-2 employee, right, then odds are during the tax year, if I'm working and under 50 years old, there may not be a ton of information I'm getting. The majority of the information I need is on my W-2, which I get from my job. Now, if you're a person that's inherited an account, if you've taken an RMD, if you've taken money from an account that you inherited from a mom or a dad that was an IRA, if you earned interest in a bank account on a CD, more importantly, because a lot of people bought CDs this year since rates were so high, you're going to get a 1099 from your bank saying, hey, you earned some interest. You might also get a 1099 from your broker-dealer saying, hey, you earned some interest. You want to make sure that you put those things into your profile with your tax consultant, because one of the easiest ways to get audited or get looked at or red flagged is if the IRS gets a document that you didn't file, right? That immediately sends up the red flag, right? So that's why it's important for you to use a tax professional, but also know that give it time for documents to get there and have a checklist of what documents you're expecting, because the worst thing you could do is what, right? Everyone hates this. I go to my CPA, love hanging out with my CPA, right? I do my whole entire tax thing, I file it, and 2 days later, what shows up? A tax form that I need to put with it. So that's why I always say to people, go to your previous year's return and just look, how many did I get? Right? Did I do anything different this year? Did I add a side hustle? Did I start a business? Did I do something additional where I'm going to get an extra piece of mail? And if you did, you got to wait for that mail and don't get stressed out about it, because everything will work out. We have all the way until April 15th, which is the deadline, right, to get our files completely taxed. And then there's another deadline after that. So it's important that you take your time and you just wait for everything to get in and do a great job of itemizing all the stuff you need so you know what's going on. Because as someone that's in this field of helping others, a lot of the phone calls I get, which kind of inundate us through the months of January and February, are, hey, where's my documents, right? Okay, just so everyone knows at the advisor level, at the bank teller level, we don't generate those documents. Those come from a home office somewhere where everything is monitored and double sent to the not the SEC, but to the IRS and to you, so that it's redundant, so that people know what's going on. So definitely think about that fact before you start calling and wondering. Check online. Is there a statements and documents section? Check your W-2. Have a checklist before you start stressing out and, oh my God, I missed something, I forgot something. It's really important to have that thought process in your mind as tax season comes along. Really quick burst session, so we hope you enjoyed it. We hope you liked our episode. Please don't forget to don't forget to subscribe and share our episode. You can also find us at yourtimeyourmoney.net for your net worth. We're located at 43 British American Boulevard, Latham, New York, 12110. You can also call us at 844-444-YTYM. We're excited for any calls in. Matt Byers is always ready to pick up the phone and get you set up for your first consult. Once again, it's your time and your money.